Amitofo. Chapter 1. Chan and Emptiness, Chan and the Classical Buddhist Path. Section 1, page 19. If one looks through the Hinayana, Mahayana and Vajrayana scriptures, one will find that they talk endlessly of the need to realize prana, or insight and wisdom. In Hinayana teaching, the simple hearing of the Four Noble Truths and the resolve to seek a solution to the miseries of birth and death, samsara, is a kind of prana insight. But in its most profound sense, prana is nothing short of the living insight, born of meditation, that eliminates the defilements that keep one bound to the cycle of samsara. What that insight discloses is that suffering, in all its forms, is the reified product of false views and topsy-turvy thinking. By awakening deeply to the fact that existence is problematic rather than pleasant, that existence is fleeting rather than stable, and that, as persons, we are not the discrete and enduring selves, anatman, that we have always thought we were. A world that was formerly experienced as a tangle of conflict, dukkha, is transformed into the ease and illumination of nirvana. In the Mahayana Sutras, prana or insight continues to carry the same transformative power, but to an even deeper level. Through the perfection of insight or wisdom, prana paramita, what the sutras aptly call the mother of the Buddhas, the Bodhisattva acquires the wisdom that enables one to deliver others from suffering along with oneself. Upon awakening to the fact that every aspect of mental and physical experience is empty of absolute own being, swabhava, that every individualized moment or object is dependently interconnected with and contingent upon everything else, the Bodhisattva sees the unconditioned world of nirvana and conditioned world of samsara as perfectly interfused. In so doing, he or she perfects the wisdom, compassion, and skill in means that culminates in the supreme, perfect enlightenment of a Buddha. The Heart Sutra, Mahaprajna Paramita Hadaya Sutra, says, relying on this perfection of wisdom, the Bodhisattva's mind is freed of impediment, and by dint of his freedom from impediment, he is free of fear, and departs far from illusory thinking, thereby realizing the highest nirvana. All Buddhas of the 3 times acquire supreme, perfect enlightenment by relying on this perfection of wisdom, Praja Paramita. In the Vajrayana, this insight into emptiness, sunyata, wherein samsara and nirvana, wisdom and skill in means, and enlightenment and afflictions are experienced as identical, is itself the bliss void of the tantric adept. In the Chan tradition, too, the insight of sunyata is the foundation of Chan practice. One could say that Chan enlightenment is itself none other than an awakening to sunyata.